Want to win money on sports? With Underdog, you can win up to 1,000 times your cash just by picking higher or lower on your favorite player stats. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars on Underdog. Will you be next? Download the Underdog app and sign up to get a free pick with your first cash entry up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP, 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hashtag no music, no intro. It is done, Ryan. It is done. If you're watching on YouTube, you see I'm in a dress shirt. I was literally about to walk out the door, take my daughter to school, start my work week, and my phone's blowing up, and I said, wait a goddamn second. My kid is going to be tardy to school today. The kids at my job are going to wait because we have to talk about this right now. Dennis Allen is relieved of his duties of the New Orleans Saints head coach, and oh my God, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Thank you, football God, whatever. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail Benson. That's what I've been told. This was not a Mickey Loomis decision. This was a Gail Benson decision. She overrode Mickey Loomis because I still have the sense that he would have not fired Dennis Allen midseason.
100%. 100%. Nick Underhill put out an article. I guess he had it in the draft. Dropped already. Gail been back there collecting receipts for the past 2 weeks, talking to players privately. Go down on how they feel, what's going on. The fact that she did that tells you everything. She had to go around Mickey Loomis. She couldn't trust the information she was getting from him or anybody else. She had to get it herself from the players, and she made the decision on her own, buddy.
And I don't know if anything's going to happen. She's also been asking the players information on Mickey Loomis.
Thank you. You don't know. You can't tell me you not don't know this, bro.
He got to be. Ryan's at work right now.
Nigga,
this is how
in the parking lot. I'm getting flack. It's like, where you at? Motherfucker, I'm talking about this.
Going. We have been waiting for this. Shout out to my source who's already blowing my phone up, letting me know that the potential head coaches, candidates that they're going to want to look into going into January will be both the Detroit offensive and defensive coordinators. So that is Aaron Glenn, who they interviewed prior to hiring Dennis Allen, that literally blew them out the water in terms of how well he interviewed. Although that feels kind of racist, like, oh, this nigga can really. Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, and more than likely Darren Rizzi will be the interim head coach. Change had to come. After yesterday's game, you could not, and I know people are like, oh, you wanted to keep Dennis Allen to preserve that top 5, top 3 pick, what blah 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 blah. You could not let the cancer as a head coach that had been building for 3 years. 3 years it had been building. And this was his all-time low. You couldn't let that build and continue the rest of the season. It would have. It had already started mentally affecting play. You had Cam Jordan wanted to walk away yesterday. Ryan was out there, Charlie Brown walking. Like, It was bad.
Bad. Bad. When like I said last night on the pod, bro, when you Cam Jordan is done, like when he's done, that says everything. It wasn't just about just to get 10 snaps, because he's been getting limited snaps all year, bro. It's the fact that this team is in wild, and he watched it. Cam Jordan been there since 2011.
Come on, bro.
Highest of the highs, them niggas Super Bowl, but highest of the highs, and watched it get rock bottom. It was over. This is already cooking. We know this. We've covered this team for so long. We watched this team almost crack last year. I mean, basically it came to a head at the end of the last season with the whole Falcons fiasco, them doing the victory formation and all that. That was a protest in itself. But they still held tight. Mickey Loomis came in, met with the players and all that shit. And the players said, okay, we're going to come back. We're going to try. And Dennis Allen said we're going to try to be a little friendlier or whatever. None of that shit worked. We knew how it was going to play out. As soon as the officials started to open up, this thing was going to sink. Bro. That ship was going to sink. And it was time for him to go. He just had to go. Get him out my face. And he was out of my face, Adam.
Buddy, I don't even. I'm just so happy right now. You realize in 1 week, today we have DA being fired. Tomorrow, we might finally get rid of Trump with Harris winning the election, and then the meetups this week too.
Oh man, come on, bro.
Oh my God.
This is a great Monday.
Taylor and said, Adam, I haven't seen you this happy since the Cowboys game. Go watch that Panthers that Zoom from yesterday at the end of the game, bro.
He was lit.
Oh, bro, I on our TikTok, I have our reaction of like when Jamal Williams scored that touchdown in week 1 against the Panthers and he didn't get touched and how he was going crazy. What I was going to do is I was going to juxtapose that and have it blend in to then us cheering for the Panthers to win yesterday when they scored the touchdown. Don't gotta even do that no more. Don't gotta do that no more. Because that excitement from week 1 to week 9 was the exact same for completely different reasons. Renee said, give me someone who can establish a culture and give us an identity. That's it, bro. You can, because the only thing for the Dennis Allen era that you can go look back and point at in terms of what was the thing that stood out about the DA era was absolute regression and no accountability.
Straight up.
That's it.
No accountability. Throwing things under the bus. Just no development whatsoever. We never saw him getting better in any area. You just saw just a lack of leadership, bro. You never watched the Saints game these past 3 years and said, okay, this is what this team does really well. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even say the defense, because you never could depend on a defense against a good team or a good offense or even a half-decent offense to come in and win the game for you. You just never could. You never could.
You could. And here's a question that's fascinating to me. I wonder if Gale starts trying to maybe taking a little power away from Mickey Loomis. Like, this trade deadline's coming up tomorrow. Decisions need to be made, getting players out, keeping players, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, I don't know, but it would be very telling. And she's like, I don't really want him to have Mickey Loomis making this decision, because look what the situation he's gotten me in. We have become the laughingstock of the NFL in 3 seasons. And the crazy thing is, my friend told me like 2.5 years ago the entire league was laughing at the Saints, and I was in denial, bro. Didn't want to believe it. Did not want to believe it. Like when I told you that, we were like, yes, DA, but they not that bad, right? Right. The league knew. The league knew ahead of time.
Ahead of time, bro. You are a team that might be picking top 2 in the NFL with $80 million over the cap next year. with no anything, like there's no player they could just cut or release or whatever that'll just free them from that. Like they are a sinking business right now.
Oof.
Like if this was a real legitimate business that didn't have like the NFL salary sharing and all that stuff, like they'd be going bankrupt, bro. Like they'd be shutting up some doors. Dale Benson cannot sit back and look at that and be like, okay, this is right. This is a well-run organization. Mickey Loomis talking all that shit, thinking like they're the Steelers or something. You are not, bro. You are not.
Can't self scout, bro. Can't self scout.
Cannot self scout. We've seen it over and over the years. But this was just the first step, bro. Like this.
It was a big step for it to happen mid-season. And I think the biggest thing as a Saints fan, you can take some type of winning from today is that for Gail Benson, enough has been enough. I feel like you brought up the point, her gathering details, kind of not taking Mickey Loomis at his word. I'm going to give you an example how it ties to my job. Something that I learned as a social worker way back when, almost 9 years ago, is it's not that we don't trust the parents that we work with, but with our job is protecting kids. We have to verify. So if a parent tells me, oh yeah, Mr. West, I did that parenting class. I enrolled. I did that DV class. I completed it. My job as a social worker is like, okay, cool, great. I hear you. I got to still call that agency and say, hey, did so-and-so enroll? Did they complete classes? In my first year as a social worker, I had a parent look me straight in the eye, telling me all the things that they learned in the parenting class and how they were implementing it. But it sounded amazing. That same day I called that agency, they were like, yeah, they enrolled first day and then they haven't been back in 5 weeks. That's what Mickey Loomis was doing to Gail, bruh.
Exactly. He had to go and verify and talk to the actual players. When you got players like Cam Jordan, Tyrann Mathieu, Alvin Kamara basically telling you yesterday, the locker room is cooked. The locker room is gone. And like, it was so funny because, they had mentioned, Mike Triplett had mentioned, like, yeah, DA said he met with the captains, He said the locker room still there. And Alvin Kamara, like, you said,
we met, huh? When?
I'm not a captain, so, so yeah, Alvin Kamara might not have a seat on the team, but he's a leader of his team. And
leader, bro.
You're not meeting with Alvin Kamara. Like, it's just all screwed up. And what they meeting with captains and them telling you everything all right, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Like, if my boss comes to meet with me, most employees not sitting there telling their boss, yeah, bro, we don't believe in you no more. No, they're not. They're like, yeah, everything all good. Because you got to look at the actual evidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at what's really going on, not just what players are telling you. And
right.
That's what a real head coach would do. A real head coach would actually know what's going on, not just, let me talk to the captains to see what they say. Oh, they say everything is all good, so everything must be all good. Bro, get out of here, bro. You are not built for this. You're not built to run a franchise. Period. Go run a defensive backfield. You'll probably do a pretty good job there and live out your career.
I think I think it might be so bad. I don't think Sean pretty much takes every Saints cast. Sean might not even take DA back, bro. I think he might be like, no. He's like, I got Vance Joseph. We teaching our defensive backs just fine over here. We're good. We always joke around about DA Rolodex being small, bro. He gonna realize real quickly how fucking small that shit is. Demon Tom Slime, 199 super chat. Appreciate you. Survived the DA experience. Players are celebrating right now. Let's see. I'm getting. All right. This is live. 14s have called about Marshawn today. Looks like Mickey is still kind of in charge of making that decision, and then Chase Young's name is being floated around. I would trade Chase Young out of here for a 5th round conditional, bro.
anything.
Renee, $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Props for going live when DA got sacked. He gone. Listen, I when I tell y'all, I was literally almost out the door. Like literally. Mark, our dude Mark's at the timeline. So you think we won the Super Bowl? That's why I go back to the thing of even if the Saints end up picking lower in the draft because of this and get the Rizzy boost, right, or the interim head coaching boost. It just had to be done, man. Like you couldn't allow this person to continue to go out there, talk to the media, be the quote unquote leader or figurehead of the organization, and the whole team has turned on him. Like you couldn't have that. You could not have that. Like we were joking in the recap yesterday about the first player to swing on DA. I don't know how much of a joke it actually was because it may have gotten so bad that someone may have actually swung on him, bro. Okay.
Yeah, this is the first step. This doesn't solve everything, but this was a huge first step.
Huge. Huge.
That happened in season. Something I just didn't think it was done, but that Panthers game, bro. I think we talked about it so long, like, bro,
it's the Panthers, bro. We've been talking about it like all season, bro. Just leading up to it. Like I want to do a compilation video of us talking. Like if they lose to the Panthers next week, if they lose to the Panthers though next, and then we doing the preview of the Panthers. They like they can't lose to the Panthers, right? And then we're like, well, they kind of could. Like that's why, like yesterday, I like everyone in the Zoom, bro. Everyone at some point, all of us were rooting for the Panthers because that's how bad it had gotten. I don't care what someone could come at me and say I'm a quote unquote bad fan for rooting for the Panthers yesterday. I don't give two shits because that loss is what needed to happen for Dennis Allen to get fired. That loss is what needed to happen for Gail Benson to say, you know what, man, enough is enough. Enough. Justice, I'm buying a Bryce Young jersey to celebrate. Panthers fans don't even got Bryce Young jerseys no more, bro. We don't, we won't go too long. Oh, Kenneth Kitchen said, can't wait for this press conference. If the press conference involved Mickey Loomis, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like that press conference needs to be, I do too. Go ahead. What's the press conference going to be?
It's going to be, this was a very emotional, tough decision. I've watched years grow from a great, from a young, defensive assistant to a great head coach. We really believed in. Unfortunately, things just, we had to make a change. Blah 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 blah. Fuck out of here, because you're a big part of this problem too, Mister. You're a big part of the problem. You are a big reason that DA failed. Like DA was a reason he failed, but you were also a big reason, and your hands are just as bloody, sir. I'm ready for you to go too. I don't want to hear nothing from Mickey.
Here's a question I'll ask you. Neil said I didn't come to the Zoom because I was rooting for the Panthers and didn't want to disappoint y'all. Neil, you should have been in that bitch too. We was having a ball, bro. When Chuba scored that touchdown, it was elation in that bitch, bro. Here's a question I do want to ask you. We'll wrap it up. Well, before we wrap it up, we are doing a podcast. Let's listen to our sponsor, Underdog Sports, really quickly. We'll come back, answer a few questions. I have a question for you. We'll wrap it up and then enjoy this glorious day. We'll be back right after listening to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy.
Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones are cold? Make your entries in just a few taps and turn your sport opinions into real money. Wide receiver hurt? Every dog deserves a second chance. And with Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if any early injury causes your entry to lose.
I love Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the best place to play champions. So sign up and deposit now using promo code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Download the app today and use the code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Again, download the app today and use the code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Will Derek Carr throw for over 75 yards, higher or lower? You decide using Underdog Fantasy.
Download the app today and use code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's code BLOCKPARTY to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Higher or lower, you make the call on Underdog. Must be 18 years or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. In New York, call 24/7-HOPE-LINE at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369.
We're back. Let's wrap this up quickly. Well, not quickly, but let's wrap it up because we were at work. I got to go to work. Jack Hunter said, and this is a point I wanted to bring up, no one can protect Derek Carr now. That's a good point. That's something I was going to ask you, is that when, assuming Rizzy is the interim head coach, does he stick with Derek Carr? I don't know, bro. I don't know.
He probably just wants to win as much as possible, and not saying like Derek Carr is going to, it's winning or nothing like that. But just from his standpoint, he probably look at it like, look, he's a veteran, so at least we can go out there and run the offense or whatever.
I don't know, bro. Darren done seen Derek Carr for 2 seasons now. I don't know if he would change, but like I trust Rizzy's opinion more than I trust DA's opinion, bro.
No question. My only thing is, like Rattler, it's not like he, blew the doors off.
Right.
Just saying the same thing is like. So there's no great option, but I think that's the thing. Everything is open. Like
everything's
open. Like Derek Carr, getting rid of DA just opens everything up. Where anything can happen for the rest of the season. You might see Rattler going there. You might see Hanna. You might see Carr just ready to check out and
right
and roll out. If you're not getting the right signals he wants, because we know how he has. So it's going to be fascinating. Then after that, it's really up to whoever you bring in, whoever's going to run the team. The future is now about to change, bro.
Yes.
It's coming into Park Road.
That ending, bro.
Like, we don't know where it's going. It could be greatness. It could be darkness. It could be more darkness.
It'd be hard to get more darkness, bro. It'd be hard to get more darkness.
At least for the moment, it's going to be fun because we're going to get like at least
If you're a facilities manager at a warehouse and your HVAC system goes down, it can turn up the heat, literally. But don't sweat it. Grainger has you covered. Grainger offers over 1 million industrial-grade products for all your operations, including warehouse HVAC maintenance. And even better, they offer access to experts and fast delivery, so you and your warehouse can both keep your cool. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And I love the fact that they already have their sights set on Ben Johnson. They have their sights set on Mike Vrabel. They have their sights set on Aaron Glenn. Because that who knows? Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson may not work out. Mike Vrabel, at least he has that established history, what he did with the Titans. But at least you are no longer kind of setting your eye set focus on mediocrity. You're not going after a head coach that had a losing record as the Raiders head coach. Like we we talk about Derek or Dennis Allen does not have a coaching scheme advantage, anything that he does. You put on the Detroit Lions, you can see the scheme advantage that Aaron Glenn has over his defensive backs in that defense. You see what Ben Johnson has scheme, like Ben Johnson is cutting up every goddamn fucking defense out there, bro. Every one of them. So at least they have their eyes set high. Doesn't mean they're going to get that, but their eyes are set high, which is huge. I want to give a shout out to our dude, Jordan Carlson. Hope, if you're not in the Discord or what have you, but Jordan and his son is in remission. He, said that about a month or so ago, a $9.99 super chat. We're going to have Mardi Gras on the Discord tonight. Thanks for going live, boys. We needed this. Needed it, bro. Needed it. People keep saying Brian Flores. Keep Brian Flores away from my team as a head coach, please. Please. Don't want it, bro. Don't want it. The defense will love him, but the offensive players. Anyway, we have our lives and our lives to get to. Ryan driving, maybe it's what, 9:45 right now. This man might be going get some breakfast. I don't know. I got to go to work. I got to take my kid to school. We will be back.
I was gonna get my ID badge, man. Got my badge at home, man. I'm all just
Nick, DA get fired. This thing don't even know how to act. Like, oh shit, no, got to work, no ID badge. Well, we have 161 concurrent viewers in here right now. Like, this has just brought us together. Just on a Monday morning, bro.
The Saints fans deserve better, man. Like, you talking about a fan base that love the team, bro. They deserve so much better, man. And this
so much.
Is the start to getting better. Right here.
It is. It's a start, man. Anyway, we will be back maybe later tonight. I don't know. It might be a good idea for us to come back later tonight. We previewing the Falcons game, and we still kind of talking to the residual DA. People still gonna be excited about, but we'll try to be back later tonight for the Falcons preview pod. Thank y'all for joining us early this morning. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We will be back later tonight. With that, we're out.